Hey, what's up, survivors? It's TeamWnJ here. Welcome to the PewDiePie Minecraft Animation breakdown. Harry just came back, so why don't I show you guys something in the meantime? I know there's a lot of people in the stream right now, and I know there was a bit of a scheduling issue earlier today. I'll address all of that after 1 second. But everyone else, just sit tight for 1 second, watch this clip, enjoy. It's about a minute long, and we'll be right back. Levaslier has been a passion project of mine for the past 6 years.
Devil is a slime, wielding 2 blades the same tone as he. He dons a cloak, red like the blood of his victims. His armor, adamant like his will to fight. Isn't that right? Arkosh Levaslier.
Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear.
See, typically, I like to read out every single person who joins the stream live, but this time we've got 40 people. And so it's gonna take me a while to scroll through the list of everyone on the stream. But if you want me to give you a shout out right now, and if you were in the stream earlier, I'll explain what happened. If you were in the stream earlier, let me know right now. Tell me you were in the stream earlier, give me a shout out. I'm gonna give you a shout out. There are 44 people in the stream right now. Unfortunately, I can't read everybody's name, but welcome. What happened earlier today was I tried to schedule the stream. Thank you, Rose, for the subscription. I tried to schedule the stream for 10 p.m., but YouTube said nah. YouTube just said nah. It gave me this emoji right here. It popped up this emoji, and I was like, what? And it scheduled it 2 hours early, so I'm apologizing to everyone here who was sitting around for 2 hours. What's going on, Gotcha? I saw Life Lemon in here as well. I saw, thank you, Kamataya, and he said, can we get GG in the chat? Because TeamWnJ has hit 5,000 subscribers today. Isn't that fantastic? I just told the team that we should wait till the end of the week to get 5,000 subscribers. No, we did today. Thank you so much, everyone. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you for subscribing, Ahmed Abdelkif. I couldn't read your last name. I'm so sorry. Let's get right into the animation. Bingo. Hold on. Switch. There we go. So this was one of our old thumbnails. I am going to be animating Sven sooner or later, but not right now. The next animation that you should expect to see from PewDiePie would be one of the pillager animations when PewDiePie goes into his village and then a bunch of pillagers appears and he has to fight off the pillager raid. The best part about that, in my opinion, was the fact that all of those pillagers and that rhino thing, I forget what it's called, they go through the portal. And Pewds doesn't know that. So as Pewds goes through the portal, he gets instantly rammed by that fucking rhino thing. That's the best part. I'm gonna have fun animating that. You're gonna expect to see some TeamWnJ special twists to it, like I've added to the Jorgen 1 spinning off and flying away, or the heaven scene in Jorgen 2. I know you guys love that. Wow, we broke 50 people on the stream. We're having 53 right now. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Let's thank you for the congrats, Life Lemon. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at what we got so far. So I promised to give you guys a breakdown of my entire thought process as I was animating. I'm also going to be answering your questions. So if you want to become an animator, then ask me questions and I'll show you how this can be done. First of all, I am using Cinema 4D, but if you guys use Blender or if you guys use Animator, that's completely fine. Because all I'm going to be talking today is basic principles and the way I animate things. Less about the technical aspects, so you guys can absolutely do this as well. In fact, if you're not an animator and you want to get into it, don't get Cinema, because Cinema is like thousands of dollars. No. Get Blender. Blender is entirely free. The 2.8 update just came out and is one of the best updates. I actually think that Blender is going to be used worldwide in professional movies. So if you learn Blender now and you go into the future and you want to get a career in like filmmaking, Blender's a good choice. Thank you for following Aging Canvas 6223. What's going on? Most of us are watching over on the YouTube side. If you're on Twitch, consider hopping over to YouTube. We got way more people there, about 60 people. It would be great to have you all coming over on this side. Cool. One more thing. Everyone watching the stream right now, answer me this. How many of you guys here are YouTubers? I want to know how many of you guys watching right now are YouTubers. As I load up the project file right here, this is one of the first project files for the second animation. Thank you for subscribing, Henrik channel. So, I mean, how should I break this down? Because I'm not... let me show you this. I've got a few comments telling me that well, there are many comments telling me that my animation was very good, and it's very cute, and it's very smooth. And thank you so much for that, because I'm entirely self-taught. I've been animating since 2012. So all these skills are self-developed. Hold on. Angelo just told me that my mic is not properly set up. Might not be using the proper mic. Thank you, Brothers Animation, for subscribing. Low volume, thank you. I'm just gonna up my volume real quick. Do I sound better now? That should be good. Anyway, so a lot of comments telling me that I'm a great animator, so thank you so much if you're one of those people who told me that I'm a good animator. I've also received a few critical comments telling me that a lot of my animation was very stiff and it was phasing through things, and that is 100% true. So if you're a YouTuber and you're an animator like myself, here's a quick tip. When you're making animations, you don't want to make things look perfect, because you would spend way too much time on something. Here's a prime example. His hand right here actually clips through this wall as he's walking down the stairs, as you can see on the bottom screen. That doesn't matter, however, because that has no major impact on the actual animation. Had I gone through and actually fixed this animation up and had his hand not clip through that, I'd be spending an extra minute or so working on his hand on every single time it flops out. That's time that I don't need to spend, and that's time I can use on rendering. Thank you for subscribing, Yanano Hiresi. So that's just a first quick tip. I do sound better, thank you so much. Roygar asked me a question, did I make the PewDiePie rig or is it public? I'm kind of new to animation, looking for a rig for similar things. Thank you for subscribing, Pulse Gravity. I did make the rig myself. In fact, it uses the base model that I created. This is, so if you go on my channel, you'll be able to find the rig for the FMR Animate. So the base rig is called FMR5. It's made by a guy called XiFrost21. The FMR Animate is my edit of the FMR right here. And you can download this completely for free and get started with, right? And all you have to do to make this PewDiePie is to replace the skin. That's all you need to do. So this version is built by an animator, me, for animators. It doesn't have any of those fancy things that people try to sell you on. So, Anise, funny story, Anise Rage, if you guys know Anise Rage just joined our Discord channel, and we were just talking to him about rigs and whatnot. But Anise's rig is one of the most advanced and most complex rigs there are. Let me load up Anise's rig for you to compare, right? Here is, hold on, it's not here. Nope, there it is. So right here, this is an Anise Rage Rig. This is the most advanced rig offered in Cinema 4D. It has some amazing features and one of, if not the best facial features in all of Minecraft animation. Look at that. So my rig doesn't have any of that. I just haven't developed it into it yet, but I'm thinking of adding it in the next update. Right now, you can download FMR Animate version 1 entirely for free. What I'm using here is version 1.1, which you cannot get because I didn't release it. However, the next update will be version 2, and that will be public, and I'm introducing features like the face, because that's how powerful it is. By the way, Anise Rage is back. He's on our Discord server. If you want to join our Discord server, link is in the description. There's 50 people in the stream. I don't know how many of you are already on the Discord server, but go ahead and flood the Discord server right now. Link is in the description. It's basically a community. If you're not using Discord already, it's basically like Skype, but better. It's designed for gamers, so you can play games without Skype taking up a whole chunk of RAM. And so you're expecting a lot more, like, better frames when you're playing games. And you get to talk with friends while you're at it. Anyway, so, that answers that question. If you guys have any more questions, keep throwing them at me, whether it's about animation, film editing, being a YouTuber. Keep on going. Just keep on sending questions. I'm going to see them, and I'm going to animate them. Thank you for subscribing, PewDiePie Lawan Editor. Thank you. Another thing in this shot that you guys don't see. It looks like he's jumping down the stairs on the bottom screen. That down there, that's the actual render. This is what we see, right? On top of here is what I see. This is when I'm animating. What you guys are seeing is this. So he's just jumping down the stairs, but in reality, he's not actually walking down the stairs. He's not even jumping properly. He's just kind of sliding down. This, if you asked me this question several years ago, I would have told you that this was lazy. But the reality is, when you're on a short deadline and you have to get this animation out within a week, you've got to take shortcuts. Because nobody is ever going to see his legs move, right? As long as I can get his upper body motions correct and everything that is seen is correct, that's fine. So if you guys have been subscribed to me for years and years and years, well, let me make a change to a statement I made years ago. You can be lazy as long as it's not seen by the camera. Everything that is seen by the camera has to be almost picture perfect, minus the clipping, because that does not have a major effect on the story. Thank you for subscribing. I couldn't see who that was. I'm sorry. My Animations Jason just said I subscribed. Thank you so much. Jamar says, how do you make a thumbnail? I can run you through that as well. Cookie says, can you help me with my YouTube channel? That's right. I saw earlier that there are lots of YouTubers watching this stream. So if you're a YouTuber, and by YouTuber, I mean if you want to... I don't mean if you have millions of subscribers. No. I mean if you're someone who uploads YouTube videos and you love uploading YouTube videos and you just do it for fun and you want to gain subscribers and you want to do YouTube for a living. Maybe you've got some great stories and great animations that you want to tell and you want to make people laugh or cry or whatever. Just like how I did with my animations, my previous 2 animations. You can do that as well. Let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something really interesting if you're a YouTuber, right? So if I go onto google.com and I type in Minecraft, if I type in PewDiePie Jorgen, guess what the results are? And I go, yeah, right here. Guess what the results are if I type in PewDiePie Jorgen? The first result is Jorgen from the Minecraft Pewdiepie wiki. The second one is PewDiePie's actual Twitter. The third result is Jorgen2 on PewDiePie wiki. And then it's my video. My video ranks above PewDiePie when you search PewDiePie Jorgen. Let me repeat that again. I rank above PewDiePie when you search PewDiePie Jorgen. How the hell am I doing that? Let's try PewDiePie Jorgen 2. Same thing. Both my animations show up before PewDiePie does. How the hell am I doing that? Right here. I'm ranking above Timeworks. I'm ranking above PewDiePie. And then there's another one. See, how the hell? Right? So if you're a YouTuber, you can start guessing this. But there's one thing that you're probably not doing unless you've been taught by another YouTuber, and that's SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. That means the way I write my title, the way I write my descriptions, the way I do my tags, the way I do my thumbnail. All that is part of SEO to make my results show up before anyone else's, regardless of whether you're PewDiePie #1 on YouTube or like T-Series or something. I can rank above you, just because I have better SEO than most people. Granted, you guys might not have these SEO skills, however, I do have a tool that can help you. If you go down in the description right now, you can find TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a free plugin that you can install into Chrome or download onto your phones that optimizes your SEO. So what it will tell you is, it will give you a score for how good your tags are, and it will say, if you type in the tags on PewDiePie Animation, for example, on my video, the PewDiePie Minecraft Animation, PewDiePie loses Jorgen. If I typed in my tags, PewDiePie Minecraft, it would tell me that I rank #1, or it would tell me that I rank number 50. Then I know that's not a good tag, and I can switch the tags. That will help you with SEO. What it will also do is look at your title, look at your description, look at your thumbnails, and it will give you a score out of 100 on how easy it is to find your video and whether you rank high enough. And so that is a free tool that you can get right now. It's called TubeBuddy, link in the description down below. If you can't find the link for some reason, type it into your URL, tubebuddy.com/TeamWnJ. And the /TeamWnJ is just an affiliate link. What this means is that if you use that link, you're actually supporting the channel. So you're going to be really helping out the channel just by using TubeBuddy. Thank you if you do use it, and I hope you enjoy the tool. So that's for YouTubers out there. There you go. BetFast King says, wait, is that PewDiePie loses Jorgen? This right now, what you're seeing is PewDiePie loses Jorgen #2. This is the first shot in it. It's pretty simple. All I wanted to show you guys was that you can cheat during your animations if you, if that's not being shown. Let me load up the second shot, because I seen a lot of comments telling me that they really love this shot. This is when PewDiePie flips open this chest, yeets the minecart out, and yeets it back down. I love this. I love this because when I was animating this, I really reflected on my own animation skills. So, I started by myself animating way back in 2012. For those who are following Levaslier, right here, this is my web series, my animated web series, Levaslier. I've been working on this for 7 years. We started the project back in 2012. It's a Minecraft animated web series that's not really based in Minecraft. So it's something like Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom is not... It's built in Minecraft. It's in Minecraft animation, but it's not a story about Minecraft. That's what Levaslier is, but on a much larger scale. Levaslier is the world's biggest Minecraft project in the world. I'm going to emphasize that twice because that's how big it is. Sorry, I ignored you, Oak-chan. I'm going to scroll up a little bit if I can find them. Or just post them again. You're going to have to post your... Excuse me. You're going to have to post your questions several times. Because there is so much stuff zooming by. Jomar, I have to give a shout out to Jomar Adaya. Because he was here during that 2 hour. And he waited those 2 hours. Thank you so much, Jomar. Here's your shout out. I'm sorry I ignored you. I'm not intentionally doing it. Sorry. Back here. So... Like I said, I learned animation all by myself, and this was one of the things that I learned to do. It's called exaggeration. So when you're animating, there are 12 principles of animation, and I've done a whole video set going through each 12 principle and how you can apply it into your Minecraft animations as well. So there's a playlist for that. If you just search for it on my channel, the Minecraft animation tutorials from beginners to advanced playlist has a lot of stuff there. So exaggeration is one of them. Instead of having PewDiePie just, open that and kind of grab it out and just put it there, that's boring. That's boring. I always think to myself, especially in recent times, ever since the Levaslier prologue, the Assault on Dire Shield Levaslier episode 0, which if you haven't checked it out, why have you not checked that out yet? That's, hard work right there. So ever since I've done that, I've been wondering, how can I turn an emotion like this into something like that? The most ridiculous over the top thing, and still have it look normal. And what I've been doing, small trick, if he has to turn into that, basically what I do is, as he turns into this, as he opens this, instead of having him open it normally, I twist this like crazy, and then I see how far I can go before it looks ridiculous. I just do that for every single body part, and I've been doing that over and over again, so I've kind of gotten the hang of it, and then once you get the hang of it, you can basically do this whenever you want. So, basically, if you're going to animate something and you want to rotate something, rotate it like crazy. And just see how it looks. It's worth a shot. Just try it, because you can always hit undo. That's a big tip for any animator out there. Just do it and hit undo if it doesn't work. Simple as that. IMXP Gaming says, shout out. That ain't how it works. I ain't a bot. However, I can read your comment. I'm going to give you a shout out just because I feel like it. There you go. You want a shout out? Ask for it. I'll give you a shout out. Len Grau says, keep working. One day you'll be a success, man. I already am a success, but thank you very much. Cookie Pancakes says, my mom and grandma is watching your video. Tell them to like it as well. Tell them to share it with their friends, too. Kick says, I'm really excited when Boneworks will be released. Hey, I know you from my Discord server. You know what's good. If you know Boneworks, you know what's good. Good taste. Ethan says, Time Traveler, hey, what's that over there? Oh, PewDiePie Minecraft. Wait, PewDiePie series time? Oh, before Sven dies. Hey, Sven isn't gonna die. See, Sven is not going to die because Sven is the chosen one. See, PewDiePie kills off all his animal friends, but Sven does not die. He's staying here to avenge his brothers. He's secretly planning an assassination on PewDiePie, and Pewds doesn't even know it yet. That's what's gonna happen. That's something for me to animate too, isn't it? Eh? Kalmatayan says, where's my shout out for the inspiration? You want inspiration? Here's the inspiration. Shout out to Kalmatayan. He's a great guy, by the way. He is an animator. He's inspired a lot of animations. In fact, my most favorite part of the PewDiePie PewDiePie Loses Jorgen #2 animation was inspired by Kalmatayan. Not this part. Let me load it up right here. I think this is everyone's favorite part as well. I'm not sure, though. This part, right here. When PewDiePie rolls down this flight of mineshaft, Kalmatayan made an animation of someone falling down the stairs, and I looked at that. I was like, damn, that's a good idea. I should do that. And I tried to recreate it as faithfully as possible. So there you go. Thank you, Kalmatayan. Shout outs to them as well. Cookie Pancakes says, can I have a shout out? Not being picky, but you have been here for 2 hours. Cookie has been here for 2 hours, and you've been a loyal subscriber, and you've come back again for another stream. You absolutely deserve a shout out, Cookie Pancake. Thank you very much. What's going on? I want to get to, I want to answer Gotcha's question, because I saw Gotcha ask something. And I also saw, earlier someone told me that I wasn't answering their questions and they asked a whole bunch of them. It's Oak-chan, Vathnak. I'm sorry. If you're still here, let me know your question. I'm looking out for you. I got my eyes peeled for you. I'm staring at you, man. So, this animation. How do we do this one? First of all, again, you can be lazy up here. This is completely off screen, so this clash has, no problems. By the way, on a technical note, how I did the flashing on Jorgen's body. Thank you very much, first of all, to Anise Rage. Anise Rage made the horse rig. Thank you. Number 2, thank you to Solar. Also, thank you, Ethan Supercars, for subscribing. Thank you to Solar PH on my Discord server. If you're not already on Discord, link is in the description. Thank you so much to Solar. Solar taught me how to use Modulo in the range mapper of Cinema 4D. That probably means nothing to most of you guys who don't use Cinema. But basically, this allows for, you see his body constantly flashing. I'm not hand animating that. That's completely automatic. So that's, thank you to Solar. That's, you know, it's blinking all by himself. For Jorgen's animation, if you guys use Cinema, thank you Romania Mapper for subscribing. If you guys use Cinema 4D, Jorgen basically has the red effect on his luminance channel, and that's set to go up and down on brightness automatically. He also has a vibrate tag on him, which will cause him to spaz out as he moves along. So that's all that's done for Jorgen. PewDiePie, on the other hand, is entirely hand animated. So he flies down the set of stairs, and it's very important to know physics and timing here. Timing is a principle that a lot of animators get wrong. So if you're an animator, if you want to start learning how to do animations, try practicing something with timing. King Kong Miraflora says, you should be on r/PewDiePie submissions. I don't know if I can submit to PewDiePie submissions by myself, but it'd be great if someone here could do it. Because I don't use Reddit. I know I made Reddit videos, but I literally, as I explained before, I already told you this, I did the Reddit videos as an experiment, and it paid off. I don't use Reddit that much. I submitted some of my animations to r/PewDiePie, and it got taken down for advertising. Rightly so, because it is advertising. So I really don't know how the ins and outs of Reddit. It'd be great if someone here could do it. It's like that just saves a lot of hassle. Saves a lot of hassle. Gotcha says, I've been here for 3 streams and I'm very proud of myself. I love you, dude. Thank you, Gotcha. I love you too. You've been a very active viewer. Thank you so much. Khalil Kaziba, thank you for subscribing. I was gonna say something, but it evaded my mind. Ethan says, your morning coffee is $5. I'm guessing it's Starbucks. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That, you see that $5? You see how that's spread off across 22 days? You know, I should really set that for 5 days. My morning coffee is like $1 cup. Because I drink like 7-Eleven coffee because it's fast. I kid you not. I know. I've said the story so many damn times. Angelo donated to me. And he donated $2, so I grabbed the coffee from 7-Eleven. And the entire coffee was froth. It was 100% froth. I basically got a cup of froth from 7-Eleven. There you go. Kamatine says, if you do it for him, give credit where it's due. What are you talking about? Oh. If you're gonna submit my video to, yeah, thank you. That'd be great. I'd give you a shout out if someone's gonna do that. Mograph 50 says, hello. What's going on, Mograph 50? Hello, Adib Gaming and Vlogs. Hello, Jamar Adaya. He says, I love you, bro. I love you too, Jamar. Thank you so much for waiting. Are you on our Discord server? Because typically, when we got guys who always come back. I know. I really recommend you go on our Discord because that's when you can really find me whenever you want. I only do these live streams on Thursday and Saturday. So if you guys hop on the Discord, you can just go, hey, @It's Chafe. Could you help me do something? And I'll be like, could I help you? Could I? And I probably would. Minecraft50, thank you for subscribing. Flumi Animation says, hoi, hi there. You got some strange, katakana there, Flumi Animations. You're missing an I in your katakana. Hey, Eric. Is Eric helping moderate as well? Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing, How Iconic Dolan. Man, Ice Wallow... Wait a second. What's worse? What I was about to say or Osama Bin Laden for subscribing? Thank you, Osama. Did you see Jorgen up there? Oh, you probably didn't go up, did you? You went down. Yeah, serves you right. Cool. Hey, Wallow Cum. Stop spamming. I've seen your name. In fact, I've called your name out multiple times. Stop spamming. Shout out to the mods, yes. Shout out to my mods, Andrea and Eric for being great friends. Flumi, thank you for subscribing. Add that extra I back into your katakana. It's bothering me. Jamar says, I don't have Discord, sorry, bro. I don't have space, lol. I'm on Android, sorry. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Well, whenever you get space, that'll be cool. Anyway, I was explaining the physics and the timing in this animation. As he's flying down, you know, in the original, what PewDiePie did was he was leaping down the mine shaft, which is a dumb thing to do. Like, that's a dumb thing to do. You're gonna fly down the stairs, like in Minecraft. I mean, he's gonna take fall damage, right? So he's an idiot, but we all know that. But I decided to take it an extra step. So as he lands here, because his momentum, this is physics, because of his momentum going so far down at such a steep, like 45-degree angle, it's not possible for him to put his other foot down and catch himself. So naturally, he'll just fall forward. And as a common reaction of falling forward, as someone who is clumsy as fuck and falls down the stairs a bunch of times every single day, I learned that I turn to my side whenever I fall down the stairs. And so I end up doing this roll, and because he's on such a steep surface and coming down at such a steep angle, hitting it at a 45-degree angle, he actually bounces off. And here's where the principle of exaggeration comes in again. While I could just have him bounce off and land back again, I decided, heck, let's make him do a spin. Tip for animations. If you're an animator here, big tip for animations, add a spin. If you've got a boring animation, throw in a spin and that will solve your problems. I did this for Levaslier. If you guys have watched Levaslier, when Arkosh fights that big dude with the axe on the bridge, there's a part where Arkosh charges in with the sword, and the big guy disarms the sword and punches Arkosh backwards. In the original animation, Arkosh just flies back and slides on the ground. In the released animation, Arkosh flies back, does a spin, and then slides on the ground, and it looks so much better. If you're an animator, add a spin to boring animations. That will spice it up. However, the animation must be good in the first place, because otherwise you just confuse yourself with a really weird-looking spin. Flume says, I like how you make 3D animations. Thank you so much. I really appreciate comments like that. Salma says, is it challenging to animate? I believe so, but it's at the same way that everything is challenging when you first start it. If you're trying to learn a new skill, I don't care if you're trying to learn animation, if you're trying to learn cooking, if you're trying to learn SEO, if you're trying to learn how to be a YouTuber, to edit videos, to make a pizza, I don't care. If you're trying to learn to make something, the first few steps are the hardest, but the better you get at it, the easier it will be. And so it's important, very important, if you're a YouTuber or an animator and you're trying to get it out there, that your first few years, I'm not talking days or hours or weeks or months, no, I'm talking your first few years, that you really make sure you're doing stuff. Like that you're active, that you don't feel like giving up. It's gonna make you feel like giving up because it's very difficult, right? But you have to be able to push through that in order to be a successful animator or a YouTuber. Because I've been on YouTube for what? 9 years at this point, right? Nine years at this point on YouTube, and I've been animating for 7 years. Those first few years are terrible, and you constantly get better. Even right now, I'm not the best animator in the entire world, even though some of you guys say that, and thank you so much if you do say that. And I don't intend to be the best animator in the entire world. I just want to be good at what I do, and I do feel that I'm good. Thank you for subscribing, Valeria Hernandez. So, but that comes from practice. Don't tell me that I'm talented. Nobody in this chat tell me that I'm talented, because I'm not talented. I don't believe in talent. I've said this before. I feel like talent, if you say that I'm talented, that means that, oh, if I didn't put in hard work, if I didn't have to suffer, if I didn't have to push through with this many animations, that I would still be as good. And that's simply not true. If I didn't put all that hard work and effort in to actually improve my skills, I would not be here. There is no talent here. This is just hard work. This is an obsession. It is not talent. Fulumi says, mostly I use Flip-A-Clip to animate. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. I've never heard of Flip-A-Clip. What I would tell people here is, I don't know, Flip-A-Clip sounds like something that you would do in 2D animation more than 3D. But whatever you're using, what I would consider doing, just as a quick tip, is I would start learning something that's used by professionals nowadays. I started off learning Cinema 4D. Cinema 4D is professional software. Therefore, back when I was 12 years old and I was just doing this for Minecraft animation, all those skills come in handy now that I'm working as a film editor, as a visual effects artist, and I'm doing things for big movies, and I'm actually, making movies out of cinema. All those skills transfer. So if you're using Minimator, for example, thank you for subscribing, Trent. If you're using Minimator, I'd say consider stopping using Minimator and switching over to Blender, because both of those are free, and both of those are powerful, and both of those can make Minecraft animations. The only difference is that Blender is going to be used by professionals later down the line. So, when you grow up and you can't make Minecraft animations to support yourself as a living, because you gotta pay taxes and the bills and all that sort of adult stuff, you've got the skills of Blender. And so you can help out with professional films. Go make Iron Man or something. Like, you could actually do that. I'm not kidding, right? So, if you're using Minimator, good idea might be to switch over to Blender. Ethan says, you've been going on for 8 years and you only have 5,000 subscribers. You deserve more. Thank you so much, Ethan Supercars. And you've subscribed as well, and you've contributed greatly.
Shit.
Isn't it funny, Harry? Isn't it funny that yesterday we were on the private call and we were just talking about, thank you, Nathan, for subscribing. We were talking about, we're growing relatively quickly. The end of 2019 goal that I've put up there that says 5,000 subscribers, I think we might be able to hit it within a week. And Harry was like, Harry, what did you say? You were like, Did you think we could hit it within a week? Or did you think it would be faster?
No.
You didn't think it would be faster? Nah. See, I thought it would take a week, maybe 2. And we hit it today. We hit it within 1 day. Like, what the hell? What? Within 1 day. That's amazing. And so, naturally, the next goal, 6,000. I've said this before. Let me say this one more time. Right? The initial goal for 2019, the end of 2019, ever since January, I said this. You can go back to January doing the live streams. I said this. I want to hit 5,000 by the end of 2019. We hit 5,000 today. It's nowhere near the end of 2019. Therefore, I'm going to say this. I'm going to announce this once again right now and watch me achieve it. Subscribe and watch me achieve it because it's going to get done. This year, end of 2019, 6,000. Next year, because we already have a 6,000 to start off with, next year, end of 2020, 10,000. That's my prediction. Watch it happen. Watch it happen. It's going to happen.
That should go like end of 2019, 10,000.
Not end of 2019. I don't think so. I don't think so. Watching, because I've watched the trends enough to see how trends go. It ain't gonna be 2019.
Yeah.
It's possible to do 6,500 in 2019, but I don't think it's gonna get to 7,000. I doubt. If it does, I need to reevaluate because something went horribly right.
No, horribly wrong in the right way.
When things go wrong, but they still end up correct.
Yep.
Gotcha says, I helped show 24 people from my class and they all sub to you. Thank you so much, Gotcha. That's amazing. Thank you so much. 24 extra people. That's so great. Yeah, he says you're going to have 1 million by the end of the year. I wish. If all of a sudden I had 1 million, within a day, YouTube's going to have to print that silver play button and that gold play button within a day. And also, wait till I get 1 million. You see that thing behind me? Let me subtract my webcam. See that? That's obstructed. That's obstructed right now. Let me turn off the chat real quick. Right? Where is it? See that right there? That's going to be a real one. Once I hit 1 million. Could you just imagine that for a second? Did you think that was real already? No. It's a green screen. Remember, I've been using cinema for long enough that I can do these things professionally. It's visual effects. Guys, learn your software properly. It'll be useful in the future. Proof right here. So let's switch back. Cool. Kamatine says, TeamWnJ, if you hit around 7K to 10K, I'll make a fan animation. Cool. We'll see you then. Well, let's see. Let's see about it. Guys, let's not try to start a war. I'm not sure what P is saying, but P, if you could stay in English, that would be great. Fulumi says, do you have a original character? No, I do not have a original character. I have an entire cast of them. I have an entire web series called Levaslier that I've been working on for 7 years. We started this project way back in 2012, and so every character that you see here is an original character as part of my web series. It is based on a Minecraft animation, so if you guys like Captain Sparkle's Fallen Kingdom series, you guys know that it's a Minecraft animation, and it's, everything's built in Minecraft. However, can you say that the story is a Minecraft story? Because I don't think so. It's not really a Minecraft story as much as it uses Minecraft as a tool for storytelling. It's more about a king who loses his kingdom, right? That's what it's really about. And that's the same thing with Levaslier. I'm using Minecraft as a tool to build massive cities. We've got 2 nations with 11 major cities. Have you guys heard of Cargith? That city? Yeah, we got bigger than Cargith. Yeah, and that's just one of the cities out of 11. Just think about that. We have the world's biggest Minecraft project in our hands, and we're trying to make it happen. And so that's why it's really important for all of you guys to share my videos around. Sorry, I just smashed the mic there. To share my videos around and tell your friends to share it as well. If you guys ever want to support a YouTuber, the best way you can support a YouTuber is not just to subscribe, not just to like their videos, not just to watch their videos. No. The best thing you can do is to share their videos out and then tell those people to share it out further, right? Because what happens is, if a YouTuber told me to share it and told me to share it to my friends, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video, I'm going to share it to my friends, I'm going to tell my friends to share it. So my friends are going to share it, and they're going to tell their friends to share it. And you see how the video keeps on going? That is the best single way to help a YouTuber. Any YouTuber that you love, share the videos, tell your friends to share them as well. It works magically. Gotcha says, by the way, Gotcha, if you're going to call me, my name is, you can either call me as Julian, Jules, or Chafe. Cheif, not IEF. Those are 3 ways to contact me. Because if you're saying team, you're addressing the entire team, right? You've made a Minecraft series, the 3 videos are up right now. I'm going to go check it out later. Philman says, hello, what's going on, Philman? Fendi Canal says, can you talk about your last animation? Sure. Sorry, I got off track there. There's a lot of people on the stream right now. Ethan Supercar said, I have 5 accounts and sub to you on all of them. Is that why your name is so familiar? Because I swear to God, I've seen your name come about several times. By the way, let me show you guys a little something about editing, right? Because you guys know. Thank you for subscribing, Philman. I may be an animator in your eyes, right? You might say that I'm a great animator, but I've only been animating for 7 years, right? I started in 2012. I've only been animating for 7 years. I have been editing videos for 10 years. That's half of my life. So I'm a much better editor than I am a animator. So let me show you guys some animation tricks, right? What's going on, Otakumi? Welcome back. Nice to see you again. Let's load this up. Perfect. There it is. So this contains. Oh, hold on. I might need to mute something because I don't want to accidentally get copyright on PewDiePie. So I'm just gonna mute the main track there. Yeah. So this is the second animation, right? Quick tip. I've said this again. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. If you use Cinema 4D for animation, you may be running on a slow computer, unlike mine, right? Because I've got a powerhouse hidden right down there. It's got rainbow lights and it's shining. I'm flexing. Yeah, I'm flexing, all right. Minecraft Animation Indonesia, thank you for subscribing. No, so I've got powerful computer. I can render whatever I want. But most of you guys probably don't. In Cinema 4D, look at this. If I hit render, it's just going to render normally. So, like, if I render this, it's going to take a second to render, right? However, if I go up to my render settings and I switch my renderer to hardware render, it's going to render exactly what's in my viewport. And what we end up with is an entire animation rendered within seconds. So you guys should do that as well, just to plan out the timing. So here you can see the final render. If I turn this off, you can see the planned animation. This is the rough animation before everything else went in, right here. So you can still see all the animation lines and all the stuff there, but I did this so that I could time out everything and make sure the animation actually works before I spend hours and hours and hours rendering the final project, seeing an error, and then going, ah, shit, and then going back and then fixing it again. Obviously, that will save you hours and hours and hours of time. It's Julian with an A, gotcha, there you go. Philman says, can you dab? No, I cannot. What's going on? My body's moving on its own. What's going on here? I'm not gonna dab, guys. I can't dab right now. If I dab, I'm gonna revert from being a 19-year-old to a 9-year-old. Oh, fuck, I'm a 9-year-old. And I'm back. Random says, how old were you when you first started doing editing videos? I was 10. Interestingly, my first video is still available on YouTube. So if you want to see my first ever project, the first thing I ever learned to use, wasn't iMovie. Was not Premiere Pro. It was not Windows Movie Maker. No. I started with the worst thing possible. I started learning how to edit videos on After Effects. The worst thing you could start off with. Let me show you. So here is my other channel. This is the channel where I upload my personal stuff. Don't bother subscribing. This channel has nothing on it. You might like the stuff on it. It's just some of my film projects and whatnot. It's nothing special. I don't bother growing this one. Don't bother with it. But my first ever projects are down here. So this was one of my first ones that I ever learned to do, and like I said, it was using After Effects when I was 10 years old, I believe. No, maybe I was 11. Maybe I was 11. I don't know. I remember doing this when I was 10, but I uploaded it when I was 11, I guess. But if you want to go check it out, there it is. There it is. Thank you for subscribing, the giant spider. Jesus. Do not want to go anywhere near that.
Huh?
Solar PH has arrived. I gave you a shout out earlier, Solar. Techstar says, hey bro, I wanted to ask you if you have any news for Levaslier. Every time someone says Levaslier, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show off my awesome Levaslier t-shirt that you guys can get as well on my merch store. I do have news for Levaslier. If you guys have seen the animation, the assault on Diashield, you're gonna get a bit confused because it's like, oh, hey, it's May 27, May 17th. Sorry, why hasn't? I'm not pretending to be you. I'm not mocking you. I'm sorry. Why hasn't episode 1 been uploaded? What happened to episode 1? Okay. First of all, there is a video that I'm going to be posting on the stream right now. Give it a second. Give it a second. There's a full 46-minute documentary talking about that one right there. Talking about exactly what happened to Levaslier episode 1 and why it didn't come out. But basically, it's a documentary talking about how Minecraft has changed my life and what it's done for me, how it's saved my life, quite literally. So if you guys, after the stream, go check that out if you wanted to. It's quite heavy. It's quite heavy. So I recommend just sitting back and kind of listening to it. There you go. Actual updates. Actual visible updates. You want to see something with Levaslier? I'll show you something from Levaslier. I'm going to show you my latest manga page. Yeah, that's right. Right now, we don't have enough time or budget to make another full-blown animation yet. However, we have been working on converting it into a comic version because a comic is only a single frame while an animation is many frames. And so it's a lot easier for us to give the story out using a comic. And then once we have the comic out, because people start understanding the story, I believe the Levaslier story is going to capture people. I really do think so. The Levaslier story is something that we've been working on for 7 years. The story is the strongest part of Levaslier. And so if I can get the story out there, and you guys read it, and you guys like, what the fuck? I want to see this animated. And you tell me I want to see this animated, and we start sharing it, and more people come in, and they're like, why isn't this animated? Animated. What choice do I have but to animate it? Right? But it's only until that point where we're stuck here having a comic. So here's the comic version. Here's one of the pages. In the animation, it's going to look almost identical to this. Because what I'm basing every single page of the comic from is the storyboard that I've drawn last year. Right? So everything here that you're seeing is going to look almost exactly the same, maybe even better in the animation. We hit 100 likes. Thank you so much. Philman says, I hope to admin this live stream. Maybe in the future. When we have way more people coming in and we need more admins. Because usually I tell my friends to admin the stream. So Andre is my girlfriend. She's watching over everything. Eric is a great friend from university. He's watching over everything. Harry, he's usually playing with me. But today I think you're moderating, right, Harry?
I'm playing.
He's playing by himself. Are you on the server?
Yes.
Yes, he is on the server. All right, he's doing something on the server. We got surprises to show you on the server. We got good surprises. On Saturday, tune into the live stream on Saturday. We'll be playing again. I got the new base. You're going to love the new base. Techstar says, oh yeah, that's awesome. Good idea. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Techstar. Also, I remember you. I remember you subscribed. I think you subscribed last stream. Somebody asked earlier, will you be making a water sheep animation? I will. However, I put up a poll a while ago to compete for water sheep, Jorgen 2, and Sven. Jorgen 2 won, Sven won second, and Watersheep was third. And so I'm going to be doing Sven next, unless I do Sven and Watersheep in the same one. But I think I might keep them separate, because I can put more effort into Sven, and I can put more effort into Watersheep by themselves. I mean, I try to keep them under a minute, or like about a minute 30 seconds. And so it'd be great to dedicate a minute 30 seconds of animation just to Sven, and just to Watersheep, and pee-pee poo-poo. Okay, pee-pee poo-poo. What I've done... You know what? Let me do something right now. Let me make a pee-pee poo-poo animation right now for y'all, right? I'm not going to do it seriously, but basically, I had this idea. Do I not have a pig rig? I legitimately don't have a pig rig. Okay. Problem solving step number 1. I do not have a pig rig for Minecraft animation. Therefore, I'm going to Google. I'm just going to type in pig Minecraft C4D. And I'm just going to download one by someone. Because that's just going to save me. The Minecraft Guy 105. Amazing. Oh, there's Anise right there. We could use the Anise one. Hold on a second. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to steal this on the other screen. I'm not going to steal it. I'm just going to take it. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just going to download this rig so that we can use it. Basically, I got an idea for the pig animation. So I'm going to execute it right now so you guys can see it. If you guys want to recreate it, feel free to do so. Feel free to recreate this if you're using Cinema 4D. Or even if you're using Blender or whatever. If you want to try to recreate it, you're going to learn a lot just from trying. So I encourage everyone to try this. I don't care if you steal my idea. I don't, like, credit any of these ideas anyway. Just take it. Of course, don't re-upload it. I'm saying work on it yourself, man. Chiak123 says kill Sven. Well, surprise to you, Sven's gonna kill you. Sven, don't die. Filman says, you're the best YouTuber in the world. I'm not lying, you're the best. Thank you so much for that comment. Alright, so this is the pig that I just downloaded. Thank you, the Minecraft Guy 105. He's done it again, what a legend. What I'm gonna do, my idea, because I remember a scene from the from PewDiePie's survival series where he got a whole bunch of pigs following him and a creeper kind of just appeared. And so what I thought to do was, wouldn't it be interesting if I grabbed a pig, a creeper? Do I have a creeper? I've got a creeper. Okay. If I get a creeper right here, I forget who made this. Whoever made this, Sharp Teeth. If you Google creeper rig, whoever made that one, thank you. I'm going to clone the pig a bunch of times, and I'm just going to blow him up. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. God, just my mom's mad at me for staying up. As she would be. As she would be. Hey, if you can't stay up and you gotta sleep, go sleep, man. The replay is always there for you. I'm not greedy for your watch time or anything. You know, you guys can all come back to watch this later. So let's duplicate the pigs like so. How many pigs should we have? Let's get us around. Hold on. I just realized I fucked up. Let's create a grid array of a whole bunch of pigs, right? We're going to do this, and then we're going to set these guys to be 600 apart by... Nope. Per step. Hold on a second. 150, 150. Okay. So we've got a bunch of pigs here, and I'm going to increase the count. So we've got a whole army of pigs here. Let's shrink them in a bit tighter onto this creeper. All right. Let's add a random effector onto him. So that's under Mograph Effectors random, right? So I'm explaining everything. So if you guys are using Cinema, take notes. Take notes. This is gonna be important. I'm not gonna change the Y position. So the Y position is the up and down. So they're gonna stay on the exact same up and down level. I'm gonna give them random rotation on maybe this axis. That's correct. Let's rotate them by 9 degrees. And now we've got a whole bunch of pigs standing right there. Let me go in the cloner one more time and let me increase the amount of pigs there, because that ain't enough pigs. Let's be honest. We can get way more pigs than that. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. So let's increase it in... No, wrong direction. Let's increase it in this direction. There we go. We got a whole bunch of pigs. Toxic Cat ID says, what am I watching, by the way? You're watching me create an animation for all the pigs getting blown up by creepers in PewDiePie's survival Let's Play. So, let's add a dynamic tag onto, so where's simulation tag, rigid body, plane, simulation tag, collider body. What that's gonna do is say that pigs now have physics, and the plane right now has physics, but it's not affected by gravity. And so when the pigs fly up, it's gonna be able to bounce on the ground, right? I'm not gonna bother doing the creeper explosion because it'll just take me too much time because I'm just like messing around right now. Thank you for following Toxic Cat ID. By the way, we've got a whole bunch more people over on the YouTube side, so if you feel like hopping over to YouTube to join us, that'd be great. But thank you for following anyway. Toxic says, how long would this be? I've been going for, how long have I been going for? I've been going for around an hour, so it's gonna go for another hour. And I mean, this animation won't be too long because I'm just doing this for now. What this stream is really for was to break down the animation that I did for PewDiePie, where PewDiePie loses Jorgen 1 and PewDiePie loses Jorgen 2. So those are the two animations I did. I'm going to do breakdowns for that. And Joe says he's actually speed animating in real time, the absolute mad lad. Yeah, legendary, right? Okay, I'm gonna issue the challenge to Angelo as well. Angelo's gonna do it. So I'm gonna create a sphere here, and what I'm gonna do with the sphere is I'm gonna give this sphere a collider body. So using the explanation that I just gave you, if you have no idea what I'm doing, that kind of explains what's gonna happen. Because a collider body collides. So there's a sphere down there. You guys might not be able to see it because of the YouTube compression, but it's down there. I can oh, no, I can't see it anymore. There it is. I'm gonna make this guy like massive if it doesn't freeze on me. So let me turn off the cloner for now because that's gonna lag the shite out of me. Nope, it's just gonna crash on me. No, it's lagging or something. I don't know what's going on. There you go. Okay, so turn that off just for now. Increase the size of this thing to be a massive sphere and hide it from render. And so it's still there. You just can't see it. Now we keyframe this down here. We move like say 20 frames. Thank you for subscribing, Vigilante. Not 20 frames, like 7 frames. I'll turn this back on, and I'm just going to move this up and zoom it across. So now what you're not seeing is this thing going like that, right? I'm going to hide that. Thank you for subscribing, Candeton. Now if I re-enable the cloners here, all these pigs now have physics, and they can all collide. So if this does not crash, what happens after I play? Okay, maybe not that. We'll put it down here. Sorry, I put the tag on the cloner instead of the pig. That's my mistake. If it does not crash, this is gonna be... Oh my god, it worked! One of them just phased through! One of them just phased through! There you go. So basically, this was my idea for the big animation. But what I would do with it, if I were to do this for real, right, what I would do is, first of all, I would make the sky rain pigs, right? And I'd make them soft as well. So I'd make them go as it goes down, and it just go and just rain down. And then it'll pause for a second. And then the creeper's going to drop down, and that'll go psst. And then I'll hold there for a second so the viewer goes, oh no. And it's going to start charging up. Psst. And then I'm not just going to use the standard render. No. I'm going to put in my visual effects skills. I'm actually going to use my, actual stuff that I use for film production. Like, for actual film production. I'm going to use that equipment to make a super realistic explosion. I'm going to boom, and all these pigs are going to go exactly like that. That's the idea that I had in my mind. And I don't mind sharing it with you guys because I want to see it from you as well. So if you've got nothing to do and you want to make something, there you go. There you go. You're going to learn so much if you have no idea how to do this just from trying to do this. I mean, look at it. You see it flying in the distance. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. You can never get enough of dynamics. There you go. There you go. Wait, is Ferris in? Ferris? Sorry, is Ferris in here? Is Ferris in here? Sorry. I might have missed Ferris. Toxic Cat, my YouTube channel is on the same name. Thank you. Guy just says come on Discord. Oh, it won't let you download Discord. That's right. Not enough memory. Thank you for subscribing, Sarah Malone. Otakumi says, will you animate the IKEA bird? Potentially. I don't remember what happened with IKEA bird. I don't think it was anything spectacular. So, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. By the way, if you guys cannot download Discord, you don't have to download Discord. What you can do is use the browser version of Discord. So that means you just need a browser. And if you don't have a browser, I don't know how the hell you're watching my stream right now. I don't know how. Oh, you're probably using the YouTube app. Never mind. But I mean, everyone has a browser. You can't not have a browser. That doesn't work. Okay. Gotcha says you're gonna go get some water. Man, Gotcha, you say sorry all the time. Dude, I totally understand if you have to go somewhere to get water. Like, that's basic stuff, man. Allegan Gaming says, hello AI from Indonesia. What's going on, Allegan? Also, hello Averil G. Hello. Let me load up the animation again, because it's gone. It is gone. Alright, so have you guys seen enough of this? I mean, is there anything... This is pretty straightforward. I mean, this is just... This animation right here took the longest, and it's probably, like, my favorite animation to date. There's a few aspects that go into here. First is just animation skills, smoothness, and timing, which, as I've explained before, are hardware rendering. and layering it into your editor to see if it actually works before rendering is extremely important to get timing right. So you want to do this, make sure your timing is right before you actually do the render, right? And as for the choreography and how the hell did I think to make him, you know, drop down here, bounce up, do a flip, slide down, trip on something, face plant, glide his face on the rails, do another flip, and then face plant again. How did I come up with that? I don't know. It's just creativity right there. Delirious Ed just subscribed. Thank you so much. It's like you ask someone, how do you be creative? That's a very difficult question to answer. I don't necessarily have an answer for how I came up with this. Kamatine did inspire me, but I didn't steal it off of him. I guess if you want to try to do something like this, what I would tell you to do is animate it and see how it goes. Go with the flow. Superplayer69 to subscribe. Thank you, Superplayer. That's 56. I'm sorry, I read 69 because I'm 9. So what I mean by go with the flow is if he's sliding down here, right? And sliding all the way down is kind of boring. It's also kind of lazy. So, you know, as an animator, you should be able to catch that out and you think, okay, how can I stop the slide? What could happen here to stop him from sliding straight down? Well, he's on a bunch of rails, so he could just trip on something. Okay, if he were to trip on something here, what would happen next? Thank you, Akairon, for subscribing. What could happen next? The physics tells me he would trip and fall forward like so. So what he could do is do like 2 flips and then land down. Or, excuse me, is there anything else he could do? So if you think of something, usually don't go with the first idea. Think about what else can I do? So instead of doing 2 flips, or maybe he'll do another cartwheel. I mean, that's repetitive. So what else? Oh, he could just fall flat on his face, glide down on these rails several times, and then what? Should he just glide down and meet the end there? How's that gonna work? That's not gonna work. Okay, well, let's say he does a flip. That flip is too boring. Let's make him do a full flip. Bam. So if you're gonna be choreographing something, go with the flow. Animate it and then see, is it repetitive? Is it boring? What can be added? If I'm gonna be doing something, how could I do it differently? If I were to upload this now and look at it a year later, if I were to watch it back, what would I say to myself? Like, what would I change? Yeah, if you think about that early, before that year passes, you can implement those changes now, and you get a much better animation now than upload it, then wait a year, and then go like, oh, well, that's bad animation or some shit. Mograph 50 says you're still playing it. Oh, no, we took a break. We took a break to blow up some pigs, so that's kind of fun. Let's see. Wet Kizzy Gamer says, where did you get the Minecraft sound effects? Google. Google solves most of your problems. You could go into the game files and get the OGG out. However, Premiere Pro cannot import OGGs, and so you're going to have to go through this step of converting all the OGG files, which are the sound files that Minecraft uses, into MP3 files or WAV files. I don't bother with that. What I've done is I've got this guy's video. I'm not gonna show it on the stream, but it's a video. If you search it on YouTube, it's called Minecraft All Mob Sounds. So that's where I get all my mob sounds from. Sometimes I get like a player noise, like right here. Thank you for subscribing. I can't read your name, that's in Russian, but thank you for subscribing. So right there, that damage sound, if you just search Minecraft player damage sound, that's going to show. As for the other sounds that I use, like this rail, I'm not exactly sure. Right, this right here. This right here. You got to be creative with sound effects. If you're going to be implementing sound effects, especially in animation, sound is so important. Watch the animation with no sound. It just does not work. It does not sell, especially this part. Right? This does not sell without noise. Watch. Right, speed. See, the impact here is basically all gone. Just by adding all those simple sounds back, it comes back. But what were those sounds? What is this sound? What is that? Right? Nobody can tell me what that sounded. I don't think you guys can guess, unless you do sounds yourself. That sound, what that was actually is a tomato. Someone threw a tomato at a wall and it goes, and so I took the first bit of that tomato sound and I repeated that into, and then I added a pitch down. So you would expect a tomato to go like, right? But when you pitch that down, it goes like, which is a bit lower. And that, for some reason, works here. You gotta be creative. Merida says, can you do Water Sheep? I guess I'll do Water Sheep after I do Sven, because a lot of people do want to see Sven first, so I guess I'll be doing Sven. Toad the Mushroom says, cave sounds scary. Did you come from my cave sound video? Did you come from that one? The cave sound video, interestingly, I made a animation called What Cave Sounds in Minecraft Really Are, or something along the lines of that. What that was part of the tutorial series, and it was also one of the first run tests for FMR Animate version 1.1. What is FMR Animate? So some of you guys might be new to the stream. If you just joined in the stream, like AlexW06 on Twitch, we're all over on YouTube. If you hop over to YouTube, same name, TeamWnJ. We'd love to have you there. We got way more people over on this side. Thank you for subscribing, Iceboy. So if you're new to the stream, the rig that we used for PewDiePie is the FMR Animate edit that is made here on TeamWnJ. This rig is the rig that we use for all the animations, including the ones for my animated web series Levaslier, which we've been working on for the past 7 years, ever since 2012. This rig is entirely free to download. If you search up FMR Animate, you will be able to find it. The benefits of using this over the standard FMR rig is that the FMR5 rig by XiFrost21 is extremely buggy and it will destroy your project file. This one will not. It's as simple as that. That plus 22 other upgrades that I personally use when I animate. So you know that every single feature there is either used by me or somebody in the team. We use this rig. It's very functional. It's very lightweight. I recommend it. Ronaldo Gamer says subscribe because of this. Thank you so much, Ronaldo. Thank you, Kasaki Arts, for subscribing. Kasaki Arts. Why does that sound familiar? Kasaki, have I seen your username somewhere before? Are you on DeviantArt or are you on, I don't know. I've seen your name somewhere before. I've seen it somewhere. Anyway, let's open up some more PewDiePie files. Let's take a look at some of the later files. No, this was pretty boring. I mean, this is another example of those times where you can get away with some cheaty animations. Right. So, right now, again, bottom screen is what you actually see in the final render. This has already been released. It's called PewDiePie Loses Jorgen 2. So, PewDiePie comes up here, and, you know, look at the animation. Look at the bow in there, right? This is not animated properly. The keyframes are fucky. It's moving by itself. It ain't right. However, you don't see it there, so it doesn't really matter. And when he flies off the screen, you think they go up the ramp? No. I'm too lazy to do that. No, because you don't get to see it. What in reality happens, they just get brushed off like that and they collide into each other. Again, if you don't see it, save the work. Save the work. The only exception to this rule is if I were to do this shot first, right? If I was animating this differently, I might be doing this first. And then if my next shot was like here or something, then I'd have to animate it. Because then I don't want to animate the same thing twice. Thank you for subscribing, Dr. Jam. I don't know, just a disappointment. Long name. Seek ND Story DM says, sorry if I mispronounced your name there. How long have you been using Cinema 4D? I've been using Cinema 4D since 2012. That's 7 years. The only reason I learned it was to animate my web series Levaslier right here on my t-shirt. Merch is available on my website. Let's close this off. Let's see. Let's load up the tunnel. The tunnel is interesting. How did I do the fade to heaven? Right. So, first of all, let me show you a few tricky things that I did with the tunnel. The tunnel was not exported from Mindways. This was entirely done by myself. So, how did I do this tunnel? Did I lay all these bricks out over there by hand? No. The only thing here that is real is the first one. So I go over here and I select the polygon. You can see all these polygons here? See all these polygons? These are the only selectable polygons. Everything here is a cloner. And I've just cloned this all the way forward. And I've also put a light in there and I've cloned all these orange lights forward. You will notice now that the orange light is in the middle of the screen. Let me show you a quick problem I had. This is going to be a problem for some of you guys if you ever animate something and, you know, you find yourself in a tight space like a tight tunnel, right? I'm going to re-import scene 9 over here. Watch this. This is what I rendered at first, and this gave me the problem, right? Right over here. See that? Those shadows? Those shadows are really disturbing. I thought maybe I could ignore it. No, you cannot ignore that. That's really disturbing, and that's really weird. Why is that happening? Easy, very easy. The lights are in the middle. Jorgen goes through the middle. There is nowhere that you can put the light that won't be obstructed by Jorgen and won't cast weird-looking shadows. The solution to this is to add a compositing tag onto Jorgen, telling it... Actually, no. I went for a different solution. Never mind. The solution to this that I use, there's multiple solutions. The one that I went for is I went in the light settings here, and in the project tab, I'm able to exclude the minecart. The minecart holds Jorgen and everything else. Therefore, excluding only the shadows, by the way. Therefore, the lights here will brighten up everything, but it will not cast shadows on Jorgen. Therefore, Jorgen can phase through these ghost lights without any problem. Right, so he's just going to go through there. Simple and easy. Gotcha has to go. All right, see ya, Gotcha. Hope you watch the replay. Icybound says, you remember me? I wonder if I remember you. Icybound. Of course I remember. I remember every single subscriber here. I know we've got 5,000. I know we hit 5,000 subscribers today. I don't care if I'm at 5,000 or 10,000. I'm probably going to remember a whole set of people. Gamer Braun says, I'm sorry I'm late. Hey, don't worry, Gamer Braun. I saw you and you were here earlier. You were here earlier when the stream was loading for the past 2 hours. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. Shout outs to you. Thank you for so much. What was I saying? Right. No matter if I'm 5,000 or 10,000, I'm going to remember a set of people here. Once I get past 10,000, that's probably when I'll start forgetting people. Thank you for pseudo-moderating, Angelo. Right. So he fades into heaven. What's going on here? How does he fade into heaven? Was that an effect in After Effects or was that done in Cinema? Everything was done in Cinema. So as he goes through this tunnel, there is an environment object over here. And this environment is how the fog is created. And you can see here, thank you for subscribing, Omar. You can see here that the color is keyframed and the distance is keyframed. So from frame 96 onwards, the black color turns into a white color. And the distance goes from 5,000 centimeters to, I believe, 100. So basically, the fog gets denser and it gets brighter along the way. And it gives the illusion that he goes into heaven. Just because it's white. You know, that works. Terry says, you're so enthusiastic. Well, first of all, thank you for coming back. He said, he or she says, you're so enthusiastic, you deserve millions of subscribers. Thank you so much. In due time, we will be seeing millions of subscribers. Heck, if we grow fast enough, what a big dream of mine. I don't know if this will come true. Usually, I can predict the future. You know, I've predicted the future multiple times already. But this is just a dream, not a prediction. But if we get 1 million by, like, 2025, that's in, like, about 5 years. That would be... like fantastic. I don't see that far. I've got good future vision, right? But I'm gonna need a bit of glasses to see that far, to see 5 years ahead. Gamer Braun says five. Good. It's a good animation though. Thank you so much, Mr. Gamer. Welcome back. He says I love all your animations. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Ida says, when did you start animating? I started learning to animate at 2012 when I was 12 years old. So that's 7 years ago. Seekin Story says, do you have rigs for Minecraft that you have? Can you give us the link because I want to try to use it? Sure. These are rigs for Cinema 4D. If you search up the FMR Animate, you'll be able to find it, but I will do the job for you right over here. I'm going to send you a link to my YouTube video, but in the description of that YouTube video, you'll be able to find the FMR Animate version 1 rig that, it's not the one that I used here, because I'm using version 1.1. You can download it now and play around with it. But do expect version 2 to be coming out sooner or later. If you guys have heard of Anise Rage, or Angelo, or Solar PH, these 3 guys are amazing rig creators, especially Anise Rage. Those 3 have just joined my Discord server that you can join as well. So if you're interested in doing animations and you want to play around with rigs, come onto our Discord server. We've got amazing people there. Chiak123 says, bye guys. Alright, see ya, Chiak. Thanks for joining. Icybound says, how did you get the texture? What do you mean? The texture for what? The texture for the blocks or the texture for Jorgen? Wetsky Gamer says, you're so good, dude. By the way, I have a question. Do you use Animator for Minecraft animation? No, I do not. I use Cinema 4D. If you want, a PewDiePie fan asked that as well. What software do you use? It's Cinema 4D. It's paid. It's paid. Right. If you guys are looking for something free, Animator is an option, but I explained this earlier. Hold your horses. Before you use Animator, before you do anything there, Animator and Blender is free. Don't forget that. Animator and Blender. The reason I'm going to say use Blender over Animator is not because Blender has way more features than Animator does, and it's not because you know, Animator is just for kids and Blender is for adults and whatever. No. None of that. The reason I'm gonna say use Blender over Animator is because Blender is being used by professionals making actual films. Meaning, if you're 10, 12, 13, I don't care. If you're a young kid and you're trying to get into animation and you learn Blender now, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years into the future, if you're still animating, you would have all those skills in Blender. Meaning, you would be really skilled in Blender, and you could work professionally for films. You could be making Iron Man. You could be making the next Avengers. You could be making some next big movie. You can't do that if you learn Animator. So that's the big reason I would say go for Blender over Animator. Ice Mountains, how do you get all the textures? Okay, first of all, the blocks here, Weedlion a while ago made a Minecraft block pack. So if I search up Minecraft over here, I should have every single... So I've got a fire rig here. I've got an item pack by Weedlion. So this is every single Minecraft item. I've got a model pack here, which... What is this? And this is all the blocks, right? All pre-made. This is by Weedlion. It might be taken down by now. We'll have to see how to get back up. And for Jorgen, I'm using the horse rig by Anise Rage. Not sure if you're watching, Anise. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much. I love you. And thank you for the horse. So basically all the assets here I'm using are pre-made. Moth said, what is Blender? Blender is a free 3D animation software. It's all no, I lied. It's also 2D animation now. Blender is amazing. It's amazing software. If you guys ever heard of Black Plasma Studios, they use Blender. There you go. PewDiePie fan says, will you shout out my name? There you go. Solo says, I'm back from the rewinding session. Did you see the explosion of pigs? Did you see the pig explosion that I did? Alright, oh, by the way, quick tip. Animators, listen up. Animators in Cinema 4D, especially Cinema 4D animators, listen up right now. Don't know how long have you guys been animating for, but if you want to make something like this, right? I've said this before. Everything that I'm saying here, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Once again, I'll say it again. Haven't said it on the stream before, but it's in a previous video. How to save time during animation. Okay. As animators, we spend a lot of time animating because that's what we gotta do. Okay, makes sense. However, 50% of your time, if not more than 50% of your time, you're spending on rendering. Okay, so you spend like 12 hours animating. You're gonna spend 12 hours making the doing the actual final rendering. If you animate a scene and you render it, you're just gonna be sitting there like this for a while because your computer's gonna be lagging while it's rendering and you can't do anything on it. So, smart idea number 1, animate during the day, render during the night. When you go to sleep, hit the render button because then the computer can do its thing and you can go to bed. You're not just sitting there idly waiting for something to render. Don't render when you're awake. Okay, that's 1. Number 2. Excuse me, that's not number 2. That's number 1.5. Number 2. If you're going to be animating a whole bunch of stuff like this animation. So you can see here that there's a whole bunch of clips here. There's P2-5, P2-4, and it goes all the way up to P2-12. P2-15, sorry, I lied. Right? So there's about 15 different files here. Instead of rendering one thing every single night, instead of hitting this button for render, drop this down and add to render queue. What this will do is drop all your files into this render queue, right? And while you do that, while you queue everything up once you're done, right? You go to bed, you hit that render button, and it's going to render every single thing sequentially. Yep, I know you guys can't see that because it's blocked off. Let me put it over here. There you go. That shows everything there, right? If you guys have multiple computers, use Team Render. Install Cinema 4D Team Render onto your other computer, and you can combine the processing power so that they both render together. Imagine how much faster that would be, right? So if that's only if you have multiple computers. Here you go. You can use Team Render. So I've got 3 computers that I can render it at the exact same time with. Let me break down this file because this file is really good, really good. Right? I'm so proud of this file. Someone asked me if they can join my Discord server. You don't ask me if you can join. I'm inviting you to join. Please do join us. Its link is in the description. We're waiting for you there. It's a great community. Just like the more people come in, the happier, the merrier it is. I just love everyone there. So please do join in. It'd be great to have you there. Who Oreo says, I subbed to your channel. It's so good. Thank you so much. Mr. Gamer says, why are you so good at editing? Practice. 10 years of practice. Literally half my life is dedicated to editing. So, don't tell me I'm talented. I am not talented. I'm obsessed. Obsessed is the correct word if you want to refer to me. I'm not talented. Waketsi says, I've been animating for 2 years now and I'm using Animator. That's good. That's good. If you're animating, you're at least learning some principles, right? But if I were you, I'd consider switching over to Blender. Now, it's the best time to switch over to Blender because Blender just released the 2.8 update, which fixes the biggest problem. See, the reason I'm not using Blender, even though I tell you how good it is because when I started, Blender has terrible UI. It's so hard and so difficult to use, even though it's free. I just decided, screw it, I'm going to spend thousands of dollars buying Cinema 4D, and I'm going to use it for a lifetime, and I'm going to grow up, and I'm going to use Cinema to earn money. And that's exactly what I did. I'm 19 now, turning 20, and I'm using Cinema 4D to earn money, because, you know, I'm a filmmaker, right? But now, Blender fixed that problem. It's good now. It's easy to use, it's easy to learn, it has a lot of features, and it's entirely free. So it's now or never. I think you should really switch over to Blender. It's a good time to learn it. Excuse me. Jamar. Hey, Jamar, listen up right now. I know you can't install Discord, but I got a tip for you. No. Rather, my girlfriend has a tip for you. Andrea just said, you can use the browser version. Isn't that amazing? You don't have to download it. You can use the browser version to create an account and sign up to join our Discord. Isn't that amazing? Try that. PewDiePie says, do you play... PewDiePie fan says, do you play Minecraft? Yes, I do play Minecraft. Of course I play Minecraft. I find anime hot says that, and people say Minecraft animations are low effort animations. You know what? I am the person that says Minecraft animations are low effort. I've been saying that for years and years and years. You want to know why? Because only a few animators can actually animate properly. Here's something that people do, right? First of all, people want to go learn Minecraft animation, but they don't know how to animate. So what they do, they search up Blender or something, and they open up Blender, and it's too hard to use. So they go, fuck that, and they leave Blender, right? And they go into Animator, and they don't know how to animate, but Animator makes things easy. And so there they learn how to do Minecraft animation. I'm not shitting on you if you learn how to animate on Animator and you've made something bad, right? Because everyone starts off bad, and we practice to get better. That's completely fine. But there's a lot of people practicing, and they're not going anywhere with it. They make their first animation, and they realize how hard it is, and it's shit, and they upload it anyway. And they realize how hard it is, and they bail. And that's why you see a whole ton of shitty Minecraft animations, right? Or, so they're learning to animate, and they're releasing a video every single week. And so it's going to be shitty and shitty and shitty. It's going to get better somewhat. But because they're releasing it every single week, you don't see that much of an improvement. If, however, you didn't go the Animator route, if you didn't go the Blender route, you would have gone for the Cinema route. There's only one more option. You would have gone for Cinema 4D, right? And what ends up happening if people go into Cinema 4D, there's this really annoying thing that people are going to do. If y'all watch Minecraft animations, you're going to see this and you're going to instantly know what it is, okay? Watch. We got a cube here. What we can do is we can go over... Let me see if I remember where this is, because I rarely use this. I despise this. I really hate it. But you're going to instantly be able to tell whenever someone uses this. I find this lazy, and I really think that it ruins Minecraft animations because of... It just throws away all the effort. And I don't think it looks good. So let me just... I don't know where it is, but it's called Coffee. Might have to search it up here. Hold on. Hold on. Coffee? There it is. And so with Coffee... I believe it's Coffee, right? I might have forgotten how to do this already. No, it's Cappuccino. My bad. It's Cappuccino. My bad. Cappuccino. There it is. All right. So watch this, guys. Here's Cappuccino. What this does is the lazy animator's way out. Let's say I want to... Let's not even do a cube. Let's bring in FMR Animate. Let's say... You know what, guys? I'm gonna cheat kids, and I'm gonna make a shitty Minecraft animation, and I'm gonna gain millions and millions of views for no effort, and dollars as well, because kids will watch anything. I can exploit kids. That's probably what people are thinking. Watch this. I want to animate this guy walking. I'm gonna open up Cappuccino, and I'm gonna do not even walking. I'm gonna just grab this part. Yeah, this is what people do. Right? Watch. This is what people do. They're gonna hit start real time, and they're gonna do this. Okay. You've seen this before, and you hit play, and this happens. You have seen this before. And from now on, every single time you see someone animate like this, you know exactly what they were thinking and exactly what they were doing. They are simply hitting one button and then wiggling their mouse around with zero effort at all. And these are the videos that get sent up to really popular because for some reason, these guys do really good SEO and they get to make popular videos and whatnot. And what ends up happening is all the good animators, the people who actually put in effort to make their animations look good and not like this, yeah, those guys get pushed down. In 2017, I went into YouTube to change this, right? Because in 2017, I uploaded a whole bunch of Minecraft animation tutorials because I wanted to teach people how to animate properly so that we stop seeing these and we start seeing proper animations. Now that more and more people are coming back, I think it's extremely important that we teach people how to animate properly. Not only are we making bad Minecraft animations that hide the effort of people who don't do animations properly, right? But what ends up happening is there are lots of potential animators who could be doing this for a living in the future. Like these kids who are learning animation now, you never know. If they're good at it, 5 years later, they might be working professionally as an animator. And they would love their job because they're making art and they love it. But no, because this happens and this takes all the views away from them, they're like, oh, I made an animation, but it's only gotten 10 views, so I'm not going to make many more animations. You see what that does? That's why I want to change it. That's why. Because I hate seeing this. I hate seeing these ones. Like, I don't get it. It might be funny the first few times you see it, right? But if your entire animation is based off of this, I mean, I don't know what else to say but lazy. Like, that is exactly, I don't know what else to say but lazy. Wakensi Gamer says, hey dude, by the way, try Jacksepticeye to animate him as well. Sure, cool, I could look at this. I mean, sorry, I could look at, Jacksepticeye as well. Honestly, not that, I'm saying honestly, not that everything that I've said wasn't honest, right? But, I only started recently watching PewDiePie. I was never a big fan of him. And I saw him doing Minecraft, and I've always done Minecraft, so I thought, oh, if he's joining the Minecraft community, let's welcome him. Let's open our arms and welcome PewDiePie to the Minecraft community, right? So that's why I made the animations for him. I'm more of a fan of Minecraft than I am of PewDiePie. And same goes for Jacksepticeye. I don't really watch Jacksepticeye. Does he do Minecraft as well? I feel like everyone's joining into Minecraft recently. Wait till Markiplier joins into Minecraft as well. That'd be cool. I find anime hot says I went to the Blender route yesterday, last year. Go now. Go to Blender now if you're not used to Blender already. What the fuck happened there? What the fuck happened there? What? Okay, guys, it seems to have a bug. I'm just gonna restart Cinema. I've never seen that before. I literally have never ever seen that before. No idea what that was. Can't help you. GamerBron says, I have a question. Please answer. Are you going to make an animation of Pewds killing the Wither? I haven't seen the most recent episodes yet. But if he did fight the Wither, I might cancel that Pillager animation, and I'm going to make him fight the Wither. Because, if you guys have seen Levaslier, you guys know how much of a fan I am of making fight animations and making them look amazing. Have you guys seen Gods Don't Bleed? Gods Don't Bleed by Dylan Gu. That was one of my first inspirations way back in like 20, I don't know, some shit way back then. Dylan Gu watched Levaslier's episode 0, the one that I premiered at PAX Australia, the biggest gaming event like in Australia. He watched that animation and he said to me, wow, that's amazing. I can't wait to see more. Having your childhood inspiration watch your stuff and say, holy shit, that's amazing. I want to see more. That feels so damn good. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm in a position to say this, right? But if anyone here wants to animate because of me, because you saw Levaslier, thank you for subscribing, Russian Doggo. Because you saw Levaslier, because you saw what I can do, and because you hear my words, and you know, you hear me saying that you can become an animator one day professionally, not just for Minecraft animation, and still do Minecraft animation and whatnot. And you start becoming an animator, and like 5 years down the road, you say, hey, Chafe, Do you remember me? I watched you on your live stream when you reached 5,000 subscribers, and your words really inspired me, so I made this animation in the past 2 years. And you send that to me, I'm going to watch that, I'm probably going to tear up. And I'm going to encourage you on. Right? I have no idea whether I've done it or not yet. But to be frank, right now I'm focusing on growing myself. 5 years later, if anyone comes back to me and says, hey man, 5 years ago you did this to me, I don't know, I'm just gonna cry. Like, that it really would mean so much to me. Like, it's incredible. Someone asked me whether I'm in school or not. No, I'm not in school. I graduated. Yeah, I'm working. Wrong. I'm not working a job. No. I'm working multiple damn jobs. Angelo, I'm not 18. I'm 19. I find anime hot, says Markiplier used to play Minecraft way back in 2012, 2014. Did he? I did not know that. Interesting. Solo says that glitchy lighting graphical bug, I guess. Yeah. Have you ever seen that before? I've never. Excuse me. Oof. Hold on. Somebody just said, make the animation of PewDiePie killing the Wither, but with the mouth move. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing with the mouth moving. I've had mixed responses. Some people, strangely, I've got more people telling me, thank you for not making the mouth move because it's really disgusting when people make the mouth move. And I've got several responses saying, please make the mouth move next time. And it's about 60 to 40. So 60% of people don't like the mouth, and 40% people do, which is really strange. Because I expected more people to want the mouth. But because the majority don't want the mouth, and it saves me a lot of time to actually make the animation, I don't think I will be adding the mouth.
Shit.
You're right there, Harry. Did he just die? I'm checking his
I'm soon dying. No.
Okay. Gamer Braun says, how many hours does it take to make an animation? More than 100, depending on what animation you make. Okay. Because it really depends on what animation you're making. If you want to look at Levaslier, right? Levaslier, the Assault on Dire Shield, episode 0, right? So let's just, I know I have it on my, let's do Lev lock off. Oh, I forget what it's called. Lock off. I've got a lot of lock off files. It might be LevCon lock off right here. Okay. So this one, Levaslier Production Diary Levaslier episode 0, the Assault on Dire Shield, took me six months to do. The total time is 6 minutes. Therefore, if you're going to be making an animation on this scale, I would say that it takes you about a month to create 1 minute of animation at this scale, right? Because, and it's only at this scale because the PewDiePie animations, the 2 PewDiePie animations that I just uploaded, they were done within 3 weeks. It took me a week to make a minute of animation because this complex choreography and fighting and this big of a scene does not exist in the PewDiePie animations. See, all of this choreography, how many times have you seen? All right, how many times have you seen in not just Minecraft animation, in film, in all animation, in all media? How many times have you seen a guy wielding 2 swords, running up the stairs, fighting multiple opponents with different weapons? How many times have you seen that? I have never seen that before. And as I was animating this, I was wondering to myself, how the hell I'm going to do this? Someone with 2 swords running up a set of stairs, fighting multiple opponents with different weapons. This guy's a spear. And someone's shooting at him as well. So the choreography of that had to be carefully planned. Like, lots of planning went into that. Otakumi says, by the way, in Levaslier, does the slime use a hidden blade? I'm not sure. No, he does not. PewDiePie fan says, anyone remember me? Yeah, it's been like 5 minutes. Interesting, huh? So it says, wait. Chafe is 19. You're 1 year older than me? Interesting. It's a temporary bug. It's not a temporary bug. I don't see it anymore. Okay. Icy Butt says Icy Balance says, but if the mouth does not move, it's kind of weird. I don't know. Some people think that if more people think that if the mouth moves, it's weird. I agree with you. I want to do the mouth, but it takes too much time for me. Also, he says, do you want to make a Fortnite animation? No, I do not want to make a Fortnite animation. I don't play Fortnite. I have nothing against Fortnite. I just don't play it, and I don't see an interest in it. Memer Stalin says, hi. Hi, Memer Stalin. Welcome back. I'm sorry. Bean Hummus. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me explain something. Harry and I discovered that the word bean is universally funny. And so, no matter what language you speak, if you say bean in your respective language, someone's gonna find it funny. And it's the worst situations as well. And so, I mean, I don't know, bean just kind of applies to everything. We had a friend, Harry and I, we have a friend on Facebook who posted a picture of a fucking bean guy. Harry. Wait, is Harry there? What the fuck, Harry?
Yep.
Bean guy?
Yep.
Remember his what was your response?
Bean guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is a bean guy? He just tagged me on Facebook. He shared to me bean rifle. You load a rifle with like canned beans or whatever. I don't know why the word bean is funny, but if you say bean in Chinese to a Chinese person, they're gonna find it funny. You say bean in English to an English-speaking person, they'll find it funny. I don't get it. It just works. I'm sorry for laughing. Bean Hummus asks, I want to start animations too, but I can't do well on a Mac. I have to get $124 more. With this, I can also play on my Minecraft server full time. Okay. First of all, you say you can't animate well on a Mac. Let me grab you something. Give me 1 second. I'll run right back. Watch. First of all, I'm gonna phase through the fabric of reality, and I'll be right back. Magic. Ow. Alright. Hello. Let me put these back in. Okay. See this right here? See this right here? This is a MacBook Pro. This MacBook Pro is the same MacBook Pro that I've been using since 2010 when I started the YouTube channel. Everything before 2015 was done on this computer. This is a 2010 MacBook Pro, right? So it's about 10 years old. When I first made Levaslier Episode 1 back in 2014, the original Levaslier Episode 1, I did everything on this guy. It took me a year to make an 8-minute animation. It took me 1 year to make. Plus, I was just starting to learn how to animate. So, I know you said that it's not that you can't animate. You said you can't animate well. While that's true, you can't animate well on here. It's the dedication. Because I spent an entire year suffering through this, right? I kid you not, I believe it was a 10-second animation. A 10-second animation of the camera flying through the forest took 16 hours to render. 16 hours for 10 seconds. But I still did it, and I still went through with it, and I still did everything else that comes afterwards for an 9 or 8 minute animation. It took a year, but it's possible. And so if you're not animating because of tech problems, I understand that because it's very frustrating, but you got to be able to push through. Until you can, imagine all this practice on this thing. This is giving you experience. Once you hop onto your new computer, your new better computer, you're gonna use that experience. It's gonna be really damn helpful. So don't let technology slow you down. It's gonna be frustrating. It is going to be frustrating, but you gotta push through it. All right, let me show you something. All right, I missed Tari's comments. Oh, you gotta go? I'm so sorry, Tari. All right. Well, thank you for joining, Tari. I hope you watch the replay if there's anything that's gonna happen next. Thank you so much for joining. Ida says, "What time is it in your country?" It's 11:30, so we got 30 minutes left. Let me show you something with this render, because I wanted to break down this scene for you guys. This is my favorite scene in the entire PewDiePie animation. So I lost the camera. There it is. So that camera right down there is the exact camera that I used. If you guys know anything about... So maybe you guys have heard of ray tracing and the new Minecraft ray tracing shaders. What is that? How many of you guys actually know what that is? Because I'm pretty sure that you guys probably don't know what that is. let me grab my flashlight and I'll show you a live example of ray tracing in real life. And I'll show you how that's replicated in 3D animation and in shaders. Sorry, let me repeat that. I'm going to show you a live example in real life, and I'll show you how it's done in shaders and in 3D animation, and how I cheated it, because ray tracing takes up a lot of RAM and a lot of memory and a lot of render time, but I did it within half the time, or less even. Okay. Yeah, we had enough beans. We had enough beans. I'm going to make a Discord channel just dedicated for beans. And you just go in there and you post bean pictures. You guys are going to enjoy that. Alright, here's my flashlight. A live example of ray tracing. The sword I'm about to show you will be invisible because of my green screen. Don't mind the sword. It's invisible, I know, but it's blue. Imagine this diamond sword. It is blue, right? Here is a piece of paper. Watch this. I don't even need the flashlight. I pulled out the flashlight for no reason. So you can imagine if this was not transparent, it would be a diamond. It's just like it's a regular diamond sword, right? Okay. Watch this. This is a white piece of paper. If I put this, thank you for subscribing, Christmas Alien. Let me switch this back. I'll give you a better quality like this. Hi. If I put this sword, no spoilers here by the way, next to this, you should end up seeing the paper turn more and more blue. See how that's happening? See how that paper is turning blue, right? Likewise, if I pull it back a little bit, it's white, blue, white. And that's because, first of all, it's because of the camera white balancing, but that's not the point. The main point here, thank you for subscribing, fellow science. The main point here is that the light right in front of the camera, the light right there, right? You can see it in the reflection, right there, the one right in front. That light is coming onto this sword, changing its color to blue because this is blue, bouncing off of this and bouncing onto the paper, making this white paper appear blue. Right, let me do it again. Right here, right? Look at the shadow, look at the shadow. It's blue, right? That's how ray tracing works. Ray tracing is the amount of bounce coming off of an object, and that will change the color of something. In animation, we know this as light bounce, but more commonly, if you're a Cinema 4D user, what you use is global illumination. What that will enable is basically the light bouncing, right? Most animators, especially if you're using Cinema 4D on YouTube, right, they have no idea what they're doing. And they will tell you, turn on ambient occlusion and turn on global illumination. Do not turn on global illumination. Watch. I'm going to render it down here. I'm not sure if, okay, my body is blocking the render time. The render time is right there. You see my finger pointing? Right down there, that's where the render time is going to be. I'm going to try not to block that. But now, global illumination is on, and it's set to preview quality. So the lowest possible quality. If I render this, look at the bottom screen, this is what's going to happen. Right, so this is calculating the ray bounce. And that took 7 seconds to render. Let me disable global illumination. Render. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Shut off that global illumination. You don't need it if you know how to fake it. Alright, so let me show you exactly how I saved 50% of my render time and how you can as well. I just noticed that the Blue Jedi, I just noticed that 4 or 5 people just subscribed to me and I completely didn't see them. I'm so sorry about that. Gamer Braun has to go. We'll come back soon. Alright, well, see you soon, Gamer Braun. Thank you for watching. I hope you do come back before the stream ends. Bean is donating to me. Did someone donate to me? Did I miss a donation?
Bean donated to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss a donation from Bean? What? Thank you, Just Data, for subscribing. I don't know what I just missed. Someone's asking why the sword is transparent. How am I keyed out? Of course, I've got a green screen behind me. This is close enough to the green color that it's phased out. Die Myself 34 2018 says, oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. Yes, thank you. I love it. I love the reference there. Thank you so much, Die Myself. Pride Tom, thank you for subscribing. Juan Anko says hi and yes. Yes, indeed. Let's break this down. Let's show you guys exactly how I managed to get this done. By the way, I forgot to point out. Do you guys see any visible difference between this render and the render with global illumination? Probably not, right? It looks relatively similar. Maybe the one over there was brighter. But take a look at this render. Let me zoom in. Let me use the big camera. Let me use the big power. Right, watch this. If I render this, and this does not have global illumination on, right? So how is it possible for, there's only 3 light sources here. There is a lava pit over here, there's a lava pit back there, and there's a light coming down from this corridor. There's only 3 sources. How is it possible for this light down here to illuminate the ceiling and then bounce into the rest of the room to make it orange? 1, how is that possible? 2, this light coming down, how is it possible for this light to bounce onto this wall and light up the ceiling? How is it possible with a light bounce turned off? Answer is it's not possible, and we just faked it. Ninja says, how do you do the lighting and shading? That's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm going to talk about right now. Philman says no one loves me. Hey, I love you. I love you, Philman. I really do. You want me to pull up my fucking, what do you call it? The voice acting lessons to spice it up a little bit? Oh yeah. Sorry. Okay. Kamatine just guessed volumetrics. Wrong. The light bounce here is not actually light bounce. Let me show you what's happening. I'm going to get out of this camera. Get out. Okay. Let's look at the main thing first. The main thing is this light shining through the corridor. What we have here, this spotlight right here, is creating that big ass white light going down through the staircase, and it's got volumetrics on it. So that's how I did the lighting. All it is, I mean, it's shadows, volumetrics. It's a very simple light. That light by itself is not bouncing. You're going to notice here, there's a weird looking circle there. Why is there a weird looking circle? Because there's a light there. There is a very small white light right there, because as you can see down here, if you have Cinema 4D R19, you have access to the enhanced OpenGL, meaning you can see shadows, you can see lighting, and you can see reflection and all that stuff inside your viewport. So I can see where the light is, so I'm just going to put this ball right here where the light is supposed to bounce, and that's going to bounce in every single direction. That will fake the light bounce, right? And that, remember, that cut me down from 7 minutes all the way down to 3 minutes. Now, second question. How the hell did I make the entire room brown or orange looking? Because the fire here, the lava here, there can't be a light bounce bouncing off of this to make the entire room brown. It has to be black. How did I do it? 2 things you can do here. First of all, if you have a light, you can go into the shadows right here, and you can enable shadows, and you can change the color of the shadow to brown. This way, all the dark spots will automatically be brown. However, this is not what I did. What I did was even simpler, because shadows take time to calculate. What I did was I created an environment object right here. The environment object, I'm using, so the fog is one thing. Fog just basically makes it so that if I go in here and I render this. Somebody asked to see my Google background. You don't have to see my Google background. Just look at my mouse pad. There you go. It's the same thing. Same thing. You can see there's a little bit of fog in the background. Now, that's not entirely like cobblestone-y color. So if I turn that off, you're going to see a big difference. Watch. See, look at that. That doesn't look as good. Thank you, Anonymous, for subscribing. See, right there, right there. You see it's very obviously right there, specifically. There ain't no fog there. Enable this. Instantly, there's atmosphere, there's immersion, there's dust in the air. That's how reality is like. You gotta have fog, right? Even if it's thin fog, instantly, much better, blends it in much better. The shadows, however, are done using the environment color. Environment right here, what this does is it brightens up all your shadows. It basically creates a ambient lighting. So if you guys have seen my lighting tutorial, screw that off, because that's years old and I don't use that strategy anymore. Right? The new strategy is to use the environment. Instead of creating an ambient light, use the environment as the ambient light. If I disable the environment strength here, if I set that to 0% and I render, watch, the light bounce is gone. The light bounce is basically gone. Everything brown that you're seeing is because of the volumetrics. All the shadows are black, and there's no bounce going on. See up here, it's pitch black, right? So we set, if I set this to 100 just for comparison, and I render this, you're going to see everything, there's going to be no shadows, basically. and everything's going to be casted with an orange tint. So that's how I did the fake GI. Ninjared says, I didn't know even a second of animation takes some minutes. It does. It does. Especially, not even, I was going to say especially if you're on a slow computer, but no. Think about it. A second of animation could be 24 frames to like 60 frames. I use 24. How long does it take to render every single frame? If you're on a computer like mine and you got a fast computer, it takes me around, say, 20 to 30 seconds for every frame. So for 1 second, that's like, excuse me. For 1 second, that's what, 6 minutes, I think? Something along the lines of that. So it does take a few minutes to render a single second. Toad says, is it possible to beat Minecraft the nausea effect in the entirety? It probably is. However, I'm not going to do that. I know you're trying to tempt me because I beat Minecraft using just my mouse and nothing else. I know you're tempting me, but I'm not going to do that because people can't watch that. Kurumi best girl, says Angelo. Agreed. I've got a Kurumi cup. Here's my wallpaper. I've got a Kurumi cup, Kurumi wallpaper, Kurumi mousepad. Thanks, Harry. He bought it for me. What a nice guy. Be friends with Harry. Look at him. Let's see. I find anime sexy says, I'm not sure. I'm not going say what I'm doing right now after seeing your mouse pad. Icy Bound says, bye guys, he's ignoring me. Did I ignore you? Also, Lexi Ari says, you're very talented. Thank you very much. Let me scroll up. I just see Icy Bound says pie. And bye guys. Oh wait, if you were trying to tell me that you're gonna leave. Oh, I'm sorry. If you were trying to tell me that you're gonna, I'm so sorry. I hope you're watching this in the replay. If you are watching this in the replay, I hope you come back on Saturday so I can like offer you my apologies. I'm so sorry for ignoring you. Apologies. 14 minutes. Thank you for the time check. Moths for you says, well, it was nice being here, and now you gotta go. All right, see ya, Moths. Hope you come back for the next live stream on Saturday because we live stream twice a week. I was gonna keep on going with this scene. I see Bound is back. Never mind. Hello, Maria Park. Hello, Uwu, Maria Park. Right, I was gonna break down another thing. For the volumetrics here. Kamatime pointed out earlier that I did use volumetrics. If you guys don't know what volumetrics means, it's basically how I made this light here in the middle. Without volumetrics, you would not be seeing this sort of fog-looking thing. But you will also notice volumetrics over at the lava. So how is the volumetrics at the lava done? Okay, well, Coin Collector, thank you for subscribing. It's not as simple and straightforward as you may think. Here's how we usually create volumetric lights. I'm going to create a new project for this. Hold on, new project. So here's the light icon. It's blocked by the morning coffee. It's fine. I'm creating a normal light. So this is an Omni light. By default, this is what you create. To enable volumetrics, you go into the General tab and you go into Visible Light and you turn on volumetrics. Right? What this will do, if you render it, it just gives you a cloud. The difference between volumetrics and visible is that if I put an object here, the volumetrics will be occluded by an object. It will be blocked. So if I switch this over to visible instead, it's just going to go through. And if I switch to inverse volumetrics, it's going to go through that way. Right? You can kind of see where I'm getting with this already. Right? The problem here is that lava, especially when lava is put in a way where there are 3 blocks like this, if you put a point light here, an Omni point light like this, that's not lava. Maria Park, thank you for subscribing. You gotta imagine, if this entire thing is lava, why is this center part brighter than this edge part? That does not make sense. Meaning, we gotta have a light object that basically covers the entire plane. How do we do that? Well, in our light options, we get to switch its type from either Omni or Spotlight or Infinite Light or Area Light. And that's the one we want. See, it's a big square now. Now we can readjust the area light and then scale it to the correct size. Now, well, it's kind of lit up, but you can't really see it because of how badly lit it is. Hold on. Let me rotate it this way. Oh, give me a second. Well, it works. It works. It's just, I don't know what's bugging out with me right now. It should work. I have no idea what's happening. Let me crank up this brightness. There you go. There you go. Okay, now you can clearly tell it's lit up. It's way lit up. Still way lit up. 200%. There. Okay, you can tell. Yeah, the entire thing is lit up, basically. Right? Okay. Now, the problem here, you're going to notice visible light is grayed out. You can't use volumetric lights with an area light. Now the problem comes. Should I, if I'm making a lava, should I use volumetric lights with no volume? Sorry. Should I use an area light with no volumetrics? Or should I use a point light with volumetrics? I was stuck in that for a while, and I decided, screw that ultimatum. I'm going to break it, and I'm going to create my own option. I created option 3. Here's what I did. In fact, I'm just going to use this scene. So, we have this light in the correct area. So, this is our, like, lava light, basically, right? This is just creating this. Cool. Let me just double check something real quick. Is the shape of the is the shape of the area light correct? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So obviously, this is the lava light, right? How do we get those volumetrics in? Simple. I created a spotlight, and I rotated this up like so, and I sent this far down. I pulled this way up, and I expanded that way much. So we have this big-ass thing right here, and I put it underneath like so. And then I turned on volumetrics on here. Sorry, I turned on inverse volumetrics on here, and I made this big as hell, right? And then I turn off the illumination using the no illumination icon. So this light does not produce light, but it still produces volumetrics, right? And so now, if I render, bingo. Bingo. That's how I did it. Magic. Is there anything else in this scene that I should show? There's a bit of espresso work here, but not much. So he flies down the stairs. Again, here's another case of lazy animation where you can get away with. ZachKiller38 just subscribed. Thank you so much. I hope you don't kill anyone named Zach. There's a guy in my server named Zach, and he's a really nice guy. We should treat Zach nice. So here's another case of lazy animation. You see he phases through that. You don't see him. Look at the bottom screen. You don't see him. That doesn't matter. He like zips down. Does not matter. Until he gets seen, all the animation can be done off a screen. Like, it does not matter how nice it looks. So he goes in here. There's nothing... What you should learn from this is less about the technical aspects of how I animated it, but more so the reason and the timing that I did this. So many people tell me that when he drops to his knee, that's a very powerful moment, especially when there's no words spoken. I learned to do this from my filmmaking experience. I've made countless amount of films, and as a storyteller, we learn that sometimes the most powerful moments are done without words. And so I know, thank you for subscribing, Kema AH. I know that in the actual PewDiePie series, he runs through this way. He kind of like peeks through here and he sees all the loot here. So my initial thought was to do it this way, but that doesn't look good. The lighting here is terrible. That just does not look good. That is a lot better. So I decided to change that up. Creative freedom. That's completely fine. I didn't say this was going to be an accurate animation. It's just an animation. And I made it, so I get to be creative with it. As he comes down, I had to make a very human reaction to it. And I know I'm making this really dramatic, even though it's just a Minecraft animation. But it works. It works, man. Let me tell you, if you learn how to do this here and you actually pull it off, it's going to work. And if you can pull it off in a Minecraft animation, imagine how much more powerful it'll be if you do an actual thing with it, right? So it comes down here. It's a very human thing to do by the way, the cut before this, right? This all leads into one thing. So we've got this, like, whiteness. Where is it? We've got all this white. See how smooth all these transitions are? It fades in through white. It fades out through white. Yeah, here it fades from white. Here it fades out from white. Then it fades in from white again. It's all very smooth. And then there's an abrupt cut. Right here. Just snap. In. Right in. That's supposed to catch people off guard. The timing for that is extremely abrupt as well. So if you see everything here, everything is timed with the relative spacing. You can see right here, there's a cut right there. You fast forward by about 4 frames, you get another cut. You fast forward by another 4 frames, you get another cut. Thank you for subscribing, Orange. This is rhythm in editing. It's something that you just kind of pick up. And here, it's like a broken rhythm because I've just kind of done this halfway through, and it's so abrupt. I just throw you right into it. This is the reality. The reality, as you get instantly hit by the amount of loot floating around. You go, oh, he dead. And then you hear the sounds. You see down here? Look down here. Look down here. Look down here at the sounds. See how that ramps up? That's the footstep sounds. And so you don't see him yet, but you can hear him. And you hear him coming. and you see the little light move. You want to know why I did it volumetrics? That's why. So you can see him coming down before he comes down. That's anticipation. Laws of animation right there. And he comes down, he stands there, and he looks. And you remember when I talked about rhythm and editing? Right here, this is the rhythm. What he should have dropped is right around where my cursor is right now. That would be the correct rhythm to drop him. However, because it's so shocking, I decided to add an extra beat to it. And then he drops. And so you stand there uncomfortably for a beat longer. And then he drops. And then I cut to my promo. Because God knows it's extremely important to tell you guys to go watch Levaslier, my animated web series that I've been working on for 7 years. That means since 2012 I've been making this web series. Go check it out if you haven't already. I've basically taken the theory that Fallen Kingdom made by Captain Sparkles is, you know, it's a Minecraft animation, but it doesn't tell a story of Minecraft. It tells a story of a king who loses his kingdom. Nothing to do with Minecraft. It basically uses Minecraft as a tool to tell a story. That's what I'm doing with Levaslier as well. So if you guys want to check out a basically Fallen Kingdom on a much, much bigger scale, go ahead, check out Levaslier right now. It's on my channel, or you can search up Levaslier or just type in the Assault on Dire Shield. And I spent 6 months animating this particular animation, and it was shown at PAX Australia 2018. That's the biggest gaming festival in all of Australia. So great achievements there. Thank you everyone for watching. I realize we're at 5 minutes now. I'm just gonna talk with you guys for the last 5 minutes. Maybe if I'm fast enough, I can show you like the item spinning here. But I mean, listen, this item spinning, I'll explain it within 2 seconds. I've still got 5 minutes left. Item from Model Pack by Weedline. Drop that in there. Scale to size. Put in position. All right, easy. Espresso tag. This is where it gets complicated. I'm not gonna go too much into it. Espresso tag using time. Time is the first math, right? So time keeps on going. Time adds time goes up in 1 second intervals. Time plus math. This math says what? This math says add 22. So time plus 22 equals rotate and up, basically. So for you gotta imagine, starting value is 22. Starting value is 22. By the way, am I missing people's messages? I don't think so. People are saying bye, but just give me a few more minutes. I've still got 3 minutes, so let me explain this one. All right, let me explain this one. If you guys don't understand Espresso, right, because I'm excited to explain Espresso stuff. Starting value here is 22, right? Basically, it's 0 plus 22, because time at 0 is 0. 0 plus 22 is 22. You get the base number of 22, meaning the height of this is 22, and the rotation of this is 22 degrees. Time goes up by 1 interval per second, meaning 22 plus 1 is 23, 24, 25, 26. And as it goes along, the angle goes from 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. The height goes up and down because of a modulo. Thank you, Angelo, and thank you, Solo. That's basically what it is. Alrighty. Now it's time. I'm gonna switch back to my camera so I can give y'all my final thoughts. Jamar says, bye, dude. Love watching your videos. Bye. Thank you, Jamar. Thanks for watching. If you're already gone, then, I mean, there's no point in saying bye, but you might still be here. As a final word, Icybound also says, make an Easter egg with water sheep / Jeb in the trees or something. Look out for that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put your name next to it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Look out for it. Okay. Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. If you have not done so already, watch what ArcDoc from Levaslier is about to do, the main character of Levaslier. Look, he's about to run in and smack that like button. Have you done that yet? Go ahead and smack the like button if you have not already done so. It really helps the channel, and if you help the channel, it helps me. If it helps me, then I can help you guys, and that's all great. Cool. If you have not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe right now as well, and hit that bell icon, because YouTube does not notify people for whatever reason. If you hit that bell, you know, you get notifications whenever I upload every single week. The next live stream will be on Saturday at the exact same time. We live stream twice every single week, so it'll be great to see you there as well. Probably we won't be doing an animation stream. We'll probably be playing. So, you know, just come in and chill with us. That's a great thing to do. If you have not watched Levaslier yet, that's my final. I never plug it at the end. Right? I don't usually plug this at the end. But Levaslier has been growing incredibly fast within the past few months. So you guys better join in now. You gotta join in now, or you're gonna be late. Join in on the Levaslier train. Go watch Levaslier episode 0, the prologue, the Assault on Dire Shield. It's available on my channel right now, or just type in Levaslier onto Google and you will be able to find it. Once again, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll be talking a little bit on Discord. I know most of you guys are already on Discord, so I'll see you guys there. Cheers!